Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, robotics and engineering students. Here is another video on Fusion 360 to help get you through the Corona break we are currently on. This video is going to be about components and rule number 1, as well as animation. If you've gone through the lessons, you remember, hopefully, rule number 1 is about creating an empty component. So as a simple example, something that many of you have endeavored to create is a box like I have here. It's a 6-sided box, obviously. And you can see that I've created 6 empty components. And I did that from the very beginning. If we walk the timeline back here at the bottom, you'll see that all the geometry disappears, but I'm left with this little plus sign and this sort of pop-up of components. This is a group. I'm going to open it up here by clicking that plus sign, and you'll see these are all empty components. I made an empty component for each of the anticipated 6 sides of my box. So by selecting them with a shift select, you can create a group. You can even name that group. And then you can actually minimize that group, and that leaves you more room down here at the bottom, especially for projects to become quite large. Moving that timeline forward, all the way to the end here, you can also see the colors above each of these different moves, the sketch and the extrude. Those are connected to the specific component here on the left. Red for red, blue for blue, etc. Sometimes, though, it's confusing when you're looking at your model to know which part or side goes to the corresponding side over here. A quick way to visualize that is to use the inspector. Component color cycling toggle. You can actually just hit Shift N, at least Shift N on a Mac. I assume it's the same on a PC. So if I go ahead and hit Shift N, my model changes colors to correspond to the specific component. Now, animations we haven't looked at a lot in class, and many of you have not played around with it, but I'm just going to show you a quick example. If we come up here to the top left where it says design, and let's move it down to animation, we'll give it a second, and we'll see a new timeline down below and some moves. And if we drag our timeline back to the start, we can hit the play button. I'm going to move this up. And you can see the animation working for us. By clicking on a component, we can add some sort of move to it over a duration of time. And we can drag those moves wherever we want in this timeline to get our sequence of events. This can be helpful to show people how things go together or how things come apart. And it's something you may want to include in some of your model making. So for today's lesson, see if you can create your own model, a simple box created with 6 components. See if you can group those components together, and see if you can create a simple animation similar to the one here. Please let me know if you have any questions. You are free to email me, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Hope you have a great day and a good weekend, and I will have another lesson for us on Monday. Hope you have a great day, a great weekend. I'll have another lesson for us on Monday. This will show us how to build our own 3D printed Arduino case. It will also have a laser cut top to it. So stay tuned for that on Monday. Bye.